And, you know, and this is just me just taking accountability as a man, you know, and just learning from my mistakes and knowing just moving forward in life. I need to go through life the right way, y'all. And life will disappoint you a lot, so. Now, I've been the type of guy who's been very inconsistent with keeping a stable job. I've been the type of guy who's been very irresponsible, making a lot of irrational decisions, making a lot of decisions that just don't make a lot of sense, putting all my eggs in one basket. I've been believing that chasing a career being a content creator and an entrepreneur is a life that you should chase with no backup plan, which you shouldn't do. I've made many videos on my channel talking about how you shouldn't work a 9-to-5 job and that a job would never get you nowhere. That's not something that I should be telling people, and that's not the life that you should pursue, because you will be very disappointed in life when you don't hold a stable job, go back to school, get a good trade or something of that nature. You'll be very disappointed. You'll be very stagnant in life. You'll be very short on money. You'll be living check to check. A lot of entrepreneurs and content creators, including myself, like to preach to people like we can do anything we want in life. But that's just not realistic for a lot of people. And I had to wake up and learn that. And I have not been proud of the life that I've been living. And I always wonder why people always seem to, you know, leave negative opinions on my content. But it is because of the way that I'm portraying to be. Like, when I really just looked at myself from the outside and looked at how other people view me, I see why people be like, bro, like, why do you think this is okay? You know, because I used to talk about how I didn't want to work a job, and how I've lived in low-income housing for 5 years, like literally bragging about it. That ain't cool, bro. And people like, people just tell me like, bro, that's not cool. Like, you think you gonna get somewhere in life by not working a job and doing YouTube and staying in low-income housing that you've been in for 5 years? Because I always tell people that my goal moving into low-income housing was to get me ahead in life. But now I'm looking 5 years later, I'm still in low-income housing. And I always tell myself like, damn, bro, if I would have spent the last 5 years of my life holding a stable job, or if I would have went back to school, community college, or some type of trade school, I would have been a lot further than I am. I probably wouldn't be in low-income housing right now. I'd probably be doing a lot better financially, you know? And I'm just a little disappointed in myself for just making all the wrong decisions in my life, for real. You know, I got a son, and I felt like I'm not even being a good example to him. You know, I was asking myself over the last 2 days, would I be proud of my life? Like, do I feel like my son could look up to the life I've been living for the last 5 years if he went back and watched my content? And I'm like, no. I'm watching my old content like, bruh, what's going on? And sometimes it just take you to really wake up and realize, and it's a shame that it took me so long to wake up and realize that, you know, I need to get it together. I need to be a man. I need to be more mature. I've made a lot of very immature decisions in my life for a long time. Leeching off the government, that's basically what I've been doing, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm a physically able working man who's able to hold a stable job, but I chose not to. And I would always preach to people, why pay market rate rent? Why work a job when you can do all these other things? That's not right. I shouldn't tell people that. You shouldn't do that. Hold a job, go to school, take care of yourself. And there's so many people out there making the same type of content like I used to make, complaining about jobs not working and talking about how we going on YouTube full time. Like, I used to think I was the only one who used to talk about stuff like that. People talking about that every day. Don't do that. It's not the right way to go. Don't listen to that advice. Trust me. go to school or go to trade school, get you a degree, get you a good trade, and get a good paying job. Do not listen to all that nonsense about quitting jobs and not working jobs because you need it. Because a lot of content creators that be preaching that to people, they giving you false hope. They gon' get you all motivated for a lot of disappointment because they don't go into details on how inconsistent that is and how risky that really is, and you don't want to go down that path in your life. You really don't. You can chase your goals, but have a career first, because life really ain't no joke out here. Life is really scary, and honestly, I don't even feel like I can survive outside of low income, if I'm being honest with myself, you know, and that's a shame. I always tell people, well, I got this money, I got this money, I got that, I'm able to save up that, and I've been able to save up some decent money. I've been able to grow my YouTube channel, but at the cost of what? For me to still be in low income housing? It's just not something to be proud of. And a lot of people used to always tell me, like, Dante, we trying to help you, man. We trying to just show you that the decisions you making is just not right. And in my head, I'm like, well, y'all can't tell me about my life. But in reality, people just showing me what I'm presenting to them. You know what I'm saying? I'm presenting this very unstable life, this roller coaster of a life, these crazy emotions, and this false hope for people, because that's what I thought I needed to do, and it's just not right. You know, it's not right, and I'm taking accountability for it. And especially a lot of my content, man, people judge me on a lot of my old content, and I can see why. You know, I made a lot of stupid content, embarrassing content, sharing a lot of my life and my finances and things like that, and people just tell me, Dante, stop sharing that stuff. And I used to say, well, it's my life, I can do what I want to do. And you just, sometimes I will always get mad at the people who watch me and the people who used to leave the negative comments, because they would just be trying to give me advice. And the reality is, I don't like hearing advice, or I didn't like hearing advice, because people used to tell me the truth. I didn't like when people used to tell me the truth. I used to like to hear what I wanted to hear. When I used to always complain about people not supporting me, that's not true. People would just always be looking out for me and giving me their opinions. I put my life out there. People got the right to tell me what I'm doing wrong and give their feedback, but I chose not to listen. And just looking at myself now, I'm just, you know, felt like a little bit of a disappointment because it took me so long to wake up to this. You know what I'm saying? I am working at Walmart. I've been at Walmart for a month. I'm only making $15 an hour right now, but I've been holding this job because I've been trying to get that work ethic in me, because I'm just trying to prove to myself that I can hold a job and prove to other people that, you know, it's okay to work a job until something better comes along. Now I am applying to different, you know, community colleges and trade schools and stuff like that, because I am going to go back to school. Something that I always said I would never do. But in reality, man, I got a son I need to take care of. And the most important thing in life is to live comfortable, to live stable, you know, have a good career job. So chase those things, and don't chase YouTube, don't chase entrepreneurship, don't chase that life. If you do, just make sure your job and your stability come first, because you don't want to end up like me, 27-year-old man, working at Walmart, pushing carts, living in low-income housing. And, you know, I ain't gonna lie, I've got very emotional sometimes, because, you know, I do know that a lot of the things that I've done and said on my channel was just wrong. And I did it because I was just trying to chase views, you know, but not realizing that that's really hurting my reputation, you know. And like, I don't want my son to get older looking at me like that, for real. Come on, I ain't trying to get all emotional. Come on now. You know, I don't want my son getting up and not being able to look up to me. And I thought that I was doing all of this for my son, for real. You know, but I'm not doing my son, you know, I'm not doing him no justice by making all these wrong decisions, hoping that something pop off as an entrepreneur. You know, I need to be a man. I need to be stable. I need to be able to take care of him. I need to be able to take care of myself outside of the government, which, you know, I'm scared to do, for real. You know, because that's the only life I know. Ever since I've been out on my own as an adult, you know, I don't even, you know, That shit just ain't cool for real. And, you know, and this is just me just taking accountability as a man, you know, and just learning from my mistakes and knowing just moving forward in life. I need to go through life the right way, y'all. And life will disappoint you a lot. So if y'all don't take nothing from me or this video, just, you know, get a good job, go to school, you know, and take care of yourself. See, I just want y'all to really learn from me for real. Because I used to preach all that quit your job and a job never get you nowhere. Because that's just how I saw other people living. That's what I saw other people saying. And I believed it, you know? And so I quit all these jobs and just started trying to work for myself and things like that. And it got me nowhere, bro. It got me nowhere. You know, and I got all the potential in the world. But in reality, y'all, in life, you know, life just don't work like that for real. You know, you gotta be able to take care of yourself, man. And I will always ask myself, like, damn, Dante, what things in your life just always seem to just never make any progress? As hard as you work, the most potential you got, it never seems like you get anywhere. The truth is because I be stopping myself with my mindset. I be having the wrong mindset. And I place blame on everything else but me. You know, I blame me living in low income on my dad because I didn't have a solid father figure. I blame me not being where I need to be in life because I was raised by a single mom. That's not no excuse, you know? And it's just crazy that I believed that for so long and not knowing that it was myself that was stopping me. I can't blame nothing for the choices I make as a grown man, you know? Because I wish I can go get back the last 5 years of my life and do something more productive, you know. I just gotta be a man, yo. I gotta be a man. Man, we gotta take care of responsibilities. We gotta be able to provide. We gotta be able to take care of ourselves. We gotta work. We gotta get an education. We gotta be smart. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to be an entrepreneur. Everybody want to work for themselves. Everybody want to be successful. Everybody want to be rich and famous. But very few people ever live that lifestyle. And we can be misled a lot like me. I was misled thinking that I could live that life. 5 years later, it's not even really worth it. You know what I'm saying? I could be making more if I would have focused on getting a good career or a good trade over the last 5 years. I would have been straight. Me and my son would have probably been in the crib right now. I'd probably be driving a nice car by now. But I'm just waiting on this very inconsistent YouTube success to just happen. And it's been 5 years and it still ain't really happened yet for real. So it's like kind of wasted time for real. Because I was living in this dream world when I should have been living in reality, knowing that I got a son. But, you know, it's okay. Thing is learning and acknowledging your mistakes. And then making the necessary adjustments to your life, you know. But first things first, you got to admit your wrongdoing, admit your flaws, admit your mistakes, take accountability, and do better and be better, you know. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to still make content, you know. But I have to just let y'all know what the real goal is in life. The real goal is to get an education, to get a good paying job, and to take care of yourself, you know. Because that's what I wish I would have did. But I'm going to do it now, you know. And my main focus in life is to give my son a good life. So I have to be smart about that and do it the right way. So don't make the same mistakes I did, y'all. And all the people who tried to give me advice over the months and over the years, I appreciate y'all, man. I'm sorry for overreacting and just showing y'all this roller coaster of a lifestyle that I've been living. And I can see why people judge me and why people hate on me and things like that. You know, because that's what I'm portraying to be. This very immature man. And I don't mean to be that way. But I'm going to be better and I'm going to do better, y'all. So